Hello, everybody. I'm doing this a little bit early today. I got to move things around. I had to. I've been working on. Okay, so my background isn't in technology. I was an English major. I got my degree in literature. Thought I was going to work in a library. Yeah, I couldn't afford to go to the grad school, so I should say I couldn't afford to go to the grad school and still save for my daughter to go to school, to university. So I didn't go. I got a job. I work in an IT department. I promoted myself on up, and now I am an assistant director in a not in a IT department. And I don't know IT very well. I like the people. I'm good with people. That's what I'm told my strength is. So I'm uh, doing that, and I have to get a certification now. And I've been working on that for a year, and I'm 2 weeks away from finishing, and I haven't even started on my capstone. So I'm under a lot of stress right now, and I'm trying to push through all of the assignments and try to get through everything and still do my job. And I needed a break. So I've taken an early lunch today. It's beautiful weather outside. It's cloudy and overcast, and I was hoping we'd get some rain, but we're not. So, but I'm not here to talk about the weather or stress about my certification, because that's setting that aside right now. I am here to do Rolife. And I've gotten on to Reddit finally. I joined Reddit. I thought I didn't know what Reddit was. I'm on there now. I joined Book Nook, subreddit, and I have joined a prospecting subreddit. So promoting the ore extractor that my husband built, a rock crusher, and looking at all the amazing book nooks that people are building and getting really jealous because they're all building them from scratch. But I myself am not. I am, as I've said before, I'm building from Rolife, a Book Nook and Wonderland bookstore, using the kit. I really like these kits. This is not the first one I've done. I've done several of them, but I really enjoy them. They are pretty easy to put together. The materials, for the most part, are quality materials. I've never really had a huge problem. My only complaint with the one that I'm doing right now is I don't have any glue, and I'm not answering that. Ignore that. I don't have any glue, and I like to glue things down. So that's my, and I said it before, and I haven't brought my stuff from home, but I do have glue and things at home that I would normally use for these. But I do recommend them. They've got Rolife has these book nooks. They also have the mini book dollhouse scenes. Things like that. Isn't that cute? I've got a couple of these too that I'm putting together. Bigger scale than this. I should have stuck with the little ones. All of these little intricate things here, you have to put them all together. Roll your own paper. All of these things are done little bit, piece by piece. And I enjoy it, but it does take patience and time. And I'm not always as patient as I should be. This is why I get into these things and I do them. And then I step away from them. I do something else for a while. and then I get back in. And so that's what we're doing today. We're jumping right back in. So now the next step, I'm on step 5. So the first part of this, I put together the bookshelf. I thought I'd talk to you today about what I was doing, right? So today I'm doing the bookshelf, or I've got the bookshelf done the first day. The second day, I got the battery box built. Some little box here. This is the floor, or one of the floors. And it looks like the next step, we're going to be building stairs. So let's just jump right in here. I need the B parts. And like I said, see, they've all got marks. My nails, by the way. I do my own nails. I order them off of Etsy, and I get the glue from like Sally's Beauty and do them myself. But last night we ended up going to breakfast, or to dinner, at the bar that we typically go to on Thursday nights. And we were there with friends, and we were there with my daughter actually went with us. She usually doesn't, but now she's old enough to sit at the big kid table. She's old enough to be an adult and order adult things. And it's much more interesting going to a bar whenever you could drink, whether you want to or not. So she went with us, and I get these weird moods, I guess. Maybe it's anxiety, or that's what I got here. I've got 15, 16, 14. I need 11 and 17. These weird moods that, like I said, I think it's anxiety. But I sat there under the table while we were talking with our friends who were there, and just there were 5 of us at the table talking, and I found I ended up picking all my nails off. I think it's anxiety. I think it's just nervous tick sort of a thing, but I do when I'm stressed. I bite my nails, which is why I started doing my nails to begin with. And I go to Etsy because they've got some really cool nails. I've got my favorite vendors on Etsy, Huddy Nails, and I got some nice ones from Lily Nails. Now, I don't know if these are nail techs that have started making their own as a supplement to doing nails, or if they drop ship them and make money that way. I don't know. I don't care. I enjoy them, and I always feel pretty when I do them. And then right now, I was just showing you my stuff, and my nails aren't done, and they feel ugly, and I got to get them done again. I got to do them probably this weekend. And usually, I have a good time. I do them myself. They're pretty quick and easy. That's 17. I forgot my train of thought now. Sorry. The only thing that I'm worried about right now is I've got a few on order. Like I told you, we're going to be going to Universal Studios Hollywood's Fan Fest in a couple weeks, a few weeks, towards the end. It's a limited time thing. And we will be 16. We will be dressing up in cosplay. I will be a bard. And I ordered some fun, like Motley Harlequin style nails. But I don't think they're going to be here on time. So I'm kind of sad about that. But such is life. I'll figure something else out. Fun times, fun times. Okay, so what I'm doing. I'm going to go back to talking about this. So I've got these little pieces that I picked out. You see the wording on them. And then you just snap them together. You have to look at the picture to see which way it goes. Make sure you put them on the right way, because that'll mess you up if you don't. Let's see here, B11. I guess it doesn't really matter. I think we can do this. I'm going to be mad, though. Okay. Yeah, I think this is the way it goes. Oh, here we go. Come on. Come on. Go in there. 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 There. These don't always. Oh, shoot. These don't always go in the way they're supposed to. And it can be frustrating. And part of it's me, I think. Part of me, I'm not putting them in squarely. And that can lead to problems. If you don't put them in squarely, it can lead to problems. Can. Okay, let's try this again. There we go. Oh, well, there. Okay, that's good enough. So there, see? There we go. I think these are stairs. I don't know. This way. Maybe they go that way. Okay. Now I gotta find stairs down here, C3. I gotta find C3. C3PO. No, not C3PO. There is no, probably because they don't own the rights to it, but there's no Star Wars at FanFest. They're doing D&D, Star Trek, Back to the Future, some kind of manga or anime, a couple of them. I don't know. I'm not familiar with that stuff, but we're going for the D&D, the Star Trek, and then my daughter told me last night that they have dessert or a drink or something in the Back to the Future thing that she wants to try. So we'll probably hit that one too if we can. I mean, there's going to be a lot of people there. A lot of people, I'm sure. Okay, so now we're going to take these here, and we're going to here, and here. Come on. I know you can do this. I know you can do this. We've got to snap this in here. Snap. Come on, baby. Come on. Did I just call this baby? Oh, gosh. I did. Okay. Make sure those are in. Nice and solid. And done. I also had a little like rubber mallet. Okay, there it is. I'm hoping I'm covering these up because I'm going to be really sad if you don't see the numbers. Shouldn't be able to see the numbers. Ta-da! Now I need C5. Like I said, see, C5. That whole thing just came off. And then I never know if I'm going to need that. I probably don't, but I always keep them just in case. See how that's getting together? That's pretty good. All right, now F9. F9. I do a lot of pointing with my fingers. I think I just don't, I really think, even though this is me all by myself, talking to a camera, I think I've got anxiety. I do. I mean, I was diagnosed with general anxiety at one point in my life. And I was on antidepressants for a short time. And I have, fortunately, got a handle on my mental health. I'm one of the fortunate ones that I've been able to maintain a mostly healthy mindset for some time without medication, but I was on it for a short while. And at the same time I was diagnosed with depression, I was diagnosed with general anxiety disorder. And I think that's why I pick my nails when I'm in public. That's why, while I have fun and I get excited about going out, I also, deep in my gut, get very nervous. But I seem to manage okay, fortunately for me. I seem to do all right. But I do recognize that not everybody does. It's not always an easy thing to deal with. And for those of you who struggle with it on a daily basis, I hear you. I see you. My situation is not your situation. But that doesn't mean that even with our different situations, it doesn't mean that I don't see you and hear you. And at least understand, if not relate. Just keep hanging in there. If you're struggling, talk to somebody. Get the help you need, because I promise you people care. All right, so I think that's going to be my handrail right there. You can see that? That's even got the built-in rug. Now, I'm thinking, depending on what happens here, I could probably buy some fabric and make a rug, but I don't know if I need to do that. And I also need to make sure that I am not wasting money, because if you remember, I said we're having to scale down our spending because oh wow, those are little bitty pieces. B22. It's these little things here. Oh, sorry, these little things here. We're having to scale down our spending because we will be closing our business soon. My husband's business. I helped him with it early on, but it's a lot to work a full-time job and help run a business. So he ended up doing most of it after a while. Okay. I think this goes in like this. But at least I can do this right now without my nails. But yeah, so I'm not going to buy a bunch of stuff just because I can. So if I have you facing me, like it shows in the picture, and I take you or that. Pretty nifty. Okay, so I'm going to set this aside. And it looks like, let me look this up so you can see it. So this says, I have to get this right though. It says, remove the blue film on the front side before using. So I'm using the double-sided tape. And I'm taking P5, which I believe is this. And then I need F2. Okay. Okay. So here's F2, and I think this little symbol here means use the blank side. But let me double check that in the front. Yeah. If you look here, it says there, blank side. So. Okay. So blank side here, double-sided tape. Okay. We'll just do little strips of double-sided tape. Oh, yeah, oh, I need scissors. 2 seconds. Just stare nicely at this. Just stare at that. My Ellie King's blanket. My office is always freezing. Usually. Oh gosh, my belly. Okay. All right. So I need to go. I'm putting tape here, 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 and here. And it doesn't tell me how long to do the tape. It just says to do it. So let's see here. I'm going to put tape here. There. And then here. Okay. So as you see, I've got it there. Now, it says we use double-sided tape. Now I've got to peel the double-sided tape, which is going to be a bear. Please. Peel, 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 peel. I wonder if I can. No, I need my tweezers. Gosh, I am so. About the time I finish this project, I will have my stuff together and be all organized. Oh, look at that. I got it. Okay. Can't see it. It's clear. But it's there. I can see it. So yeah, we went out last night. Had a good time with some friends. Daughter, it was so cute. It was. I can say it's cute because yeah, she's. But we unfortunately, because we went out to dinner, although it was very nice and we enjoyed ourselves. My daughter and I missed Wild Mountain Wildlings from Critical Role. They were doing their final live session for that one shot. Or I guess it's not a one shot because there were 3 episodes, but for the Wild Mountain Wildlings. Wild out. DM'd or GM'd, I guess, by Sam Riegel. And it was a lot of fun to watch. I love when things take your imagination like that. Okay. I will say when you're doing these, it can feel very, very tedious. It can. I'm sorry. But it can. Oop. All right. This is the front side. Goes like this. All right. So we got to stick this on here, and it doesn't have to be perfect, obviously, but you want it to be close. All right, because you want it to be close. There, there, and there. So, there you are. Ooh. See yourself? Say hi. Okay. That actually turned out pretty good. Ugh. Okay. Ta-dum. 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 That's the way it looks in the back. That's the way it looks in the front. I got a lot of cleanup today. All right. Now, okay. So now, sorry. I'm trying to remember that you're there and talk to you and do this all at the same time. This. So this, we're going to go here. And I think it's going to go. Why couldn't I put this on before this? This is just in the way. Oh, well. Okay, so this has to squeeze in here, which means this is not going to be easy. It doesn't show this. This isn't what's on the instructions, but move that out of the way. Don't make things harder on yourself. Ah, come on. Are you going to go in there? Are you going to go in there? Are you going to be difficult? Please don't. That one goes there. This one goes here. See, even without that battery box, this is not easy. And I don't want to break it. And I know this is not. Come on, go in there, go in there, go in there, go in there, come on. Sometimes you don't want to force it. Sometimes that's the only way to get it to go. But don't force it too much. And like I said, right now is where having a mallet would be helpful. It really would. But I don't have a mallet with me. And so I'm just going to have to deal with it as is. All right. Oh. Stick the battery back up. There we go. Slip up there. There we go. Ha ha ha. Ha 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 ha. There. See how well that did? Oh. Okay. I think that's. Why is that not going down more? Hold on. I just assumed. Is that supposed to be all the way down? I just assumed, but now I'm looking at it and I'm like, I don't think it's down. It is. It is. It's down. It's down. It's fine. It's fine. You're fine. We're fine. I mean, that could probably go down a little bit more if I had a rubber mallet. But that's good enough. There. Done. Oh no! Oh no! This happens sometimes. Don't stress about it. It's going to happen sometimes. Just keep breathing. Just keep breathing. Just keep breathing. What do? We breathe. Breathe. There. What do? We breathe. See? It's not the end of the world. I definitely want my glue. That's okay. You don't have it. This will work. All right. Look at that. Now we've got that. We're doing okay now, right? What do we do next? Next, we're taking our bookshelf and we're looking very carefully I'm going to show you. So when you're looking at the picture, I'm sure some of you, if anybody's bothering to watch this, you know what it is. It's showing you where to put the thing. So you see here? So look very carefully, holding it in the right direction, which is this way. And we look down. So it looks like I'm going to put it here, here, and here. Here, here, and here. There. And now I can't see, so I have to hope that I'm in the right spot. And it looks like look at that. Look at that. Would you look at that? It went perfectly. I love it when things work perfectly. All right. Let's see. Here are these things. So, bag 4-4, I'm looking for piece 6, which looks like here's piece 6, here's piece 7. They're very, very close to the same, but they are also very, very different. Can you spot the difference? Then I need P8. I think this is P9. P9. P8 is this one here. And you can barely see it on the camera, it looks like, but it's got these lines on them. Those tend to mark where things need to go. So here, I'm going to do this. Toss that over there. Now it looks like these two have to go like this, but they can't because there's little pieces in there. So let's pop these little pieces out. Preferably without popping the... I really need tools. If I'm going to do many more of these here, I got to bring my tools back. Okay, I'm going to need to pause this very briefly because I heard my instant message go off on Teams. And I just want to make sure, like I said, remember I said I was an assistant director? I'm also the only boss here in the office today. So I need to make sure things aren't on fire. Give me 2 minutes. I'm going to pause this. Okay, I'm back. No fire, thankfully, but it was something that I needed to address. Something I needed to address. People asking my people to do stuff that they don't need to do. That's okay. I tend to be kind of, no, those are my people. You can't tell them what to do. And I shouldn't be that way. I mean, we are a service department. Sometimes. But anyway. Okay, so I took those little pieces that I had, and it ended up making like this little table thing here. You just slipped them on. And so now we're going to, what was that? Okay. Now this little table is going to go right here. Ta-da! And now we have a side table. Okay. Oh, I got there. And here, and here, and here. Ooh, ooh. Oh, no, you, I want you to be okay. I don't want you to get messed up. All right, next. J43. J43. J is, what is J? Oh, J is my stickers. 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 I like stickers. J43. Do not cover the pattern. Pattern. Oh, that pattern. That little person. Okay, it says, it wants me to put it here on this table. But it says, do not cover the pattern. There's a little thing right there. They don't want me to cover it. But I need to take you off and spin you around. You have to be careful because it will tell you which way. Remember, I put these lines here. So you have to put the lines a certain way. But I think I am going to do this first. There. So that's going to go on there like that. And then this is going to go in here like that. And I think, so we've got this here. See that? I see what it is. So now that it comes down, it says don't cover that pattern. So don't cover that. So I think that's how that goes. So there, see, like that. Just like that. Just like that. Okay. Oh, I need to use more of my... Nope. Nope. There it is. Got it. These things. My invisible tape. And I'm going to do it. What lines? Oh, there. Okay. You see the line. And I often, when I'm doing this, see it's got lines on it. Ah, jeez. I tried to do this landscape and it's got lines. Oh, come on. Okay. Okay. And I think, so I tried to do this landscape and my head was like cut off and you were just pretty much looking at my boobs while I'm doing this. I mean, they're not unattractive, but nobody wants to look at my boobs. Well, I guess nobody, but that shouldn't be the focus of any video. Unless I wanted to do a fans only page. What do you think? Think there are enough people who are willing to look at 50-year-old overweight women? Please don't answer that. I don't want to know. So, well, I like this whole tape thing. This is really kind of irritating trying to take these things off. And I've never really, the last time I did one of these, they didn't have this. This isn't the way it worked. So it's new to me. I not that I dislike it, it's just new to me. So I'm still trying to figure stuff out. You know how things go when you're figuring things out and having some fun while you do it. E. That's E. That's E. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. I should not be singing. You do not want to hear me singing. I apologize. A15. Why? A15, A7, B21, which is more of these little bees, I think. B21, it was in this thing. I bet it was. This B21 thing. Am I right? Ew. Yeah, B21. See, right there. One of those little things, B21. And there's two of them, I know. Please don't fall out, because I don't want to have to keep control of you. So A15. A7. Look at that, it's a little square. And it's all pushed together. J26. J26. Come on. See? Now, doing these, I have to be extra careful, but I am always so unsure. There. Look at that. I made a little book. Alice in Wonderland. Look at that. Alice in Wonderland. And then we put Alice in Wonderland here. Hey. There we go, right there. Alice in Wonderland goes right there. Look at that. It's a good place for her. Do you know why? Because you can put a chair right there and have a nice cup of coffee. Head through the looking glass and go on an adventure. Here. Okay. That's what we were just, in my day 2 video, I read an excerpt from the House of Leaves, and the analyst that came in to discuss the issue that we needed to get resolved before it got out of hand. He asked me if I'd finished it or if I'd gotten very far in it, and I was like, no. And he had a very good a very good way of looking at it. He said it is like watching somebody in the middle of a schizophrenic episode. I think that's probably a really good way to have said it. I hadn't thought about it that way, but yeah. Okay. So now we've got leaves here. 1, 2, 3 leaves that are all the same. And we're going to cut right here, I think is what we're doing. No, I think we're going to do it right here. Yeah, we're going to do it right here. Pretty sure this wrong button. There. Look at that. Look at that. And then we're going to take this, see, right there. Uh-oh. I think I cut this one too. I think I didn't cut this one enough. Ha! I cut it. Okay, here. I messed up. What are you going to do? I messed up. I'm sure I can find a way to fix it. Oh, that's the other problem. I was sending that the wrong way. There we go. Look, you got a new plant. Yeah, see, I screwed up. I mean, I didn't screw up. I got it fixed, but I probably could have still kept that one. Look at that. Look. And we're going to put this on X marks the spot. See here. Come on. All right. X marks that spot right there. And we're going to see, so you can see what I'm doing. I'm trying to keep this in your line of sight. And I feel stupid because I keep looking at the camera. And you think, gosh, she's obsessed with that camera. I'm not. I'm just making sure you can see what I'm doing. If I was in a different setting, like at home, I have a ring light that I could set it up here and you could just look straight down on me. But that's not the case here. See, and this is where I don't know. This is where I want glue. Because I think glue would work better. And if it comes down to it, I might just use glue later. But then we've got this one for the cup. Go right over Alice's face. Sorry, Alice. And And there we have it. A nice little setting. All you're missing is your chair. What do we have next? Let me see what we have next. I think we're going to have to end this soon. I'm going to need to get back to work. Yeah, I'm going to need to get back to work. Return. Gonna have to return to my studies. I'd much rather do this. This is a lot more fun. Anyway, I tried to explain a little more about what I was doing. Most of this, I think, is made out of balsa wood. Maybe, I don't know. This isn't. Yeah, no, this is not balsa wood. This is actually like cardboard almost. Compressed cardboard is what a lot of it is. And stickers and paper. And I really enjoy it. I do. It's a nice, relaxing way to spend the day. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this day 3 of putting this together. We've still got a lot more to go. But until next time, it is Friday, so I will not be doing any of this Saturday or Sunday because all of this is going to stay here at the office. But if you are wanting to get lost in another way, we're probably going to do some more hiking, and I may have some more hiking videos to post. If we don't go on our normal hike this weekend, then I will spend some time putting together some old footage that I have of our hikes and post those out. Trying to build this channel full of wonder and whimsy. And until next time, follow me and we'll get lost building together.